how did you become closer than the regular relationship you would have with a witness?
Okay. The way that the relationship between us went was as soon as he made his agreement, verbal agreement with us to cooperate up in the U.S. Attorney's Office, he became my property. I'm the one now. He's in my custody.
Right.
I'm responsible for him and everything that happens to him. We never have noise back here. I mean, I've never heard that saw before.
It's all right. All right, so
point. So right from there, we left. Now we had Denise there.
Oh, tell them about when they brought Denise into the airport. It was like the president was coming in. I mean, everything was FBI, marshal. I mean, there was more cars. Remember that caravan?
Yeah, see, Dominick was already in
New York.
Was in New York, and Denise, we had learned, was flying into New York. She was leaving Dominick. That was the first
with
thing.
the kids.
Right.
And she was flying into New York, and she was flying into Newark, in Jersey. She was arriving at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I needed to. We had to cover it because we were worried that they might try to kidnap her with the 2 kids. But we didn't want to tell her. We didn't want to scare her. So myself and another agent on my squad that I just asked to come help me,
right.
we went out with 2 cars. We were at the airport, and we waited for her. I had photos of her. And we saw them come in. Her family was there picking them up, meeting them, and driving her home to Long Island.
My sister.
Yeah, right. And so we surveilled them all the way from Newark back home, and they got lost halfway. I almost pulled up to them and said, "Follow me." It's like 2:30 in the morning now.
Right.
There's no traffic, but they were lost. So I said, "Well, we got this far. Let's not spook it now." So she went home, and it wasn't very long after that we had to then go out and see her again to tell her that Dominick was coming into our office to talk to us about an agreement, and that we thought it best for her to come and sit in on that conference. We know she had said she was leaving him, and she had an interest, and so we went out and spoke with her. She didn't want to come, but I told her that this is anything but quiet. My goodness.
It's just like birds, saws, planes.
Well, you know what? Now, what the weather today, the landing pattern for LaGuardia goes over here.
Oh, okay.
So when that happens, we do get planes. But I told her, "Look, Denise, I think you have to come and sit in on this just for your personal safety. You have to know what the arrangement is with Dominick, and I think it would behoove you to be there. You want to know what is happening here, because we're dealing with some bad guys, and it's conceivable that they might decide one way to keep Dominick quiet is to kidnap the kids, or you, or all of you."
Right.
And given those circumstances, she said, "Okay, and I'll come in," which she did.
Yeah.
And so she was present when they made the arrangement. And we told her we thought it was best for the next probably 2 or 3 months that she go back with Dominick in our custody, not custody, but in our control, and that we would be around so that you have protection, and the kids.
That's when we went upstate.
And then so then we made.
So you were upstate in Lake George with them.
Oh,
right?
sure.
And what was that like? Tell me a little bit.
Well,
about
hold
that.
on. First,
Okay.
we had them in hotels down here for a couple of weeks. So I got to know them a little better, just because of that. And then he knew that I'm the one. Any of the bills, I have to get the bills. I have to pay for the rooms. I have to, whatever the meals and entertainment for the kids. Anything that's going on, I had to oversee. And then Ronnie Cadeau, another homicide detective, suggested, hey, I have a friend that has a camp upstate New York, up near Lake George, and she'll open it up, let us use it. There's nobody there, it's closed, it's the wintertime, February, I think.
It was cold.
And we could have the place to ourselves. We thought, that sounds perfect for us. Because at that time, he was really important. And the wise guys would love to get their hands on him, especially Paul Castellano
And Nina.
and Gotti. So we did. We moved up there to the camp, and the snow was like that high. It was a tough place, and cold. And we had a couple of trailers, and we were able to heat those. But beyond that, it was just freezing cold.
Denise used to cook every night. Right?
And Denise did the cooking. Man, it was the best meals you ever had.
Yeah.
And we all ate together. We'd all go in, and we always had at least 4 guys up there.
Oh, easy.
At least 4 guys would be there from the different agencies. The postal inspectors took their turn.
The IRS was up there.
The detectives. Everyone had their shifts, and when it came to dinner time, Denise would cook, and we would be like 10 people, 12 people, and she didn't even affect her. She cooked up the most delicious meals, and we got to be friends. We really got to be.
I think that was a big bonding experience.
Oh, I
when
do
we were
too.
upstate.
Yeah.
We were having snowball fights.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I think that was a big.
Not only that, we got to know your kids.
Yeah. Well, your
And-
wife was tutoring my kids. Not up there.
No, right down here she
Yeah.
was. Yeah.